Hey everyone, this is the Wolfbush 1/34 scale AW-911 Airwolf. And we're going to get out here today and see what this thing can do. We're going to open the box up and see what's in here. So, right here, got my little table. Let me open this thing here. Let me come up here close. Oh, it's still got the plastic here. So, this right here is pretty well packed, and we can just pull this right out. And here we have this nice, beautiful Airwolf. Now, this is pretty close to the TV show that we all loved back in the 80s, except for the shark's teeth that came off of the Flying Tigers. If you wanted to take this off, I would be mindful that if you use some kind of solvent, not to use something that's going to be caustic to take the to mark up this plastic. But yeah, other than that, I think it's really nice. You get the metal grips here. So let's see what else we have here in the case. I'm gonna put this back here. We have the battery. There's not much in here. It's pretty much plug and play. We have this bag here. We have spare props, spare rotor blades, and we have the charging cable for the battery. And then we have the transmitter. Let me get this bad boy out. Now this box right here can also, as you can see, I have it out here at the field, can also be the transport case. And then we have nice foam protectors for the gimbals. All right, and that's it. So let's get out here and see what we can do with this. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put the battery in here. And we have these two latches here that we wanna make certain are clicked in and are secure. So we want to make certain that it doesn't fall out, and they are. Then we also want to make certain that the transmitter is on. And it's kind of bright out here, so it's kind of hard to see maybe in the camera. Okay, all right. Now what we want to do is we want to press and hold the black power button. All right, okay. Okay. All right, so what we want to do is, since this is a new flying field, we want to calibrate the compass. And to calibrate the compass, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to, this is a Mode 2 transmitter, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to take the gimbals and we're going to hold them like this. And then this back light is going to start blinking. And then we're going to pick the helicopter up. And then we're going to start spinning it this way. And it should start, and then we'll lift it like this. And it should be, I don't know. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's it. Yep, just locked on. Okay. All right. Now, let me come here close. So what we can see on the transmitter, we have a compass, and we also have here, we have a satellite lock. So we're looking for the GPS to lock on satellite. Right now we have 9 satellites. But right now, you can see that the helicopter, since we locked onto the compass, is pointing north. That is our north. And if we start pointing, start spinning the helicopter around, it's going to, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little red arrow there. And as I spin the Airwolf around, it's going to, the compass is going to start, and that is correct. So as I start spinning it, There we go. The compass is locked on. And we also have a solid green light here, which is, well, let me show you here. But everything is, the compass is good. We have a GPS lock of, I'll show you here, of 15, so we're good. All right, let me show you the controls here on the transmitter. So this switch right here, it's right here locked in the middle, but whenever we're flying and we have it in GPS mode, if we flip it up, it'll do a figure 8, or if we flip it down, it'll do turns around a point or a circle. If we keep it in auto and in GPS, it's going to be fly. This is what we're going to start off in. It's going to fly like, you know, like it'd be more drone-like. We put it into a manual mode, it's going to be us flying it in, you know, in where we have control of it, but it'll still be limited bank angles. We flip this right here where it says danger. This is going to be where the motors are locked. It's, we're not going to be able to do anything with it. Do not flip this switch in the lock mode while you're flying, or the helicopter will drop out of the sky. We have these switches here. If we have this right, flip it up. This is going to be like we have limited visibility. If you're flying inside, this has like a LiDAR. We're not going to be flying it with the LiDAR today. We're going to be flying it with GPS. And then if we flip the switch down, this is kind of, the sun's glaring off it, but flip it down, it'll be flying it to return to home. Also, there's a built-in safety feature that if your battery voltage gets low, it'll return to home on its own. Okay, so we now actually have 21 satellites locked in, so that's really good. All right, so now we're getting ready to see what this thing can do. All right, so one of the things I noticed when I picked it up, let me show you again. This thing has lights. So we got the LED lights here in the back. I don't know if you can see it with the sun glaring off on it. I got some grass in here, but hopefully we can see these in the air. We can show them here, but all right, so let's go ahead and get her up, get her flying. Now we're supposed to get somewhere between 10 to 12 minutes of flight time. All right, so to get flying, we're going to take this out of lock mode. We're going to have it auto, and we have this in GPS mode. And then we're going to take the two sticks, we're going to hold them down. It's going to spin up. That's quiet. All right, I'm going to try to bring it up slowly, scale-like. All right. You can see it's like the two afterburners in the back. The rocket pods. Okay, so it's in GPS mode right now. Now I want to show you one thing. If you put it back here on the transmitter, it's kind of hard, the sun's going, but right now it says low. And this button right here is the high-low rates. And let me pull this off. Little sticker here for protecting cover. So right now we're flying in low rates. We'll put it in the high rates here in just a minute. So let's just fly this around. So we're going to fly low rates. Oh, this is sweet. Now, a lot of people complain about having a motor tail drive because it sounds like a swarm of angry bees. This isn't that bad. We have some light winds. They're about 8-9 mile an hour winds right now. And this is holding it fine. Yeah. I have spectators here and they want to see this. They're also a heli pilot and they want to see this thing fly without hovering, with the hands off. So let me do the courtesy of hands off hovering. So there we go. All right, All right, so we're still in low rates. All right, I'm going to put this in high rates and see how it changes it. All right, so I'll show you the transmitter. The rates are now kind of hard to see, but now show high. Let's see what this can do. So we're still in GPS mode. It just livens it up a little bit. Thing's flying very smoothly. All right, I'm gonna bring this in for a landing and I'm gonna switch it into manual mode. All right, we're going to put this in manual mode. And then we're going to start it again. I like to, whenever trying something new, I don't want to switch it from GPS and the manual and, you know, while it's flying. All right, here we are. So now we're in manual mode. So GPS is not holding it, now it's manual. All right, let's see how fast it can go. I'm gonna bring it back to us. The wind blows a little bit. All right, so it's a manual. All right, so I want to put it back in GPS mode and we're going to do the figure 8. All right, so now I just flip the switch to have it do figure 8. So now it's, oh, maybe I didn't. Let's try it again. There we go. I just flipped it into do the figure 8. Oh, looks like it's gonna land. No, it's not. It looks like it's losing some altitude. Oh, that's kind of cool. No, it's got plenty of battery. I was wondering if it didn't have enough battery, but it does. All right, I'm gonna take controls. All right, my controls. All right, let me bring it back and let's look at the battery. All right, we're still at 50%. All right, I'm gonna come over here. Let's do the turns around a point or a circle. All All right, so I'm gonna flip the switch down and do a circle. This thing's relatively quiet. And we got a nice little gust right now. All right, so that's it doing. All right, so I'm gonna take controls. I'm gonna fly away a little bit and I'm gonna say, all right, so I wanted to do a return to home. So when I do a return to home, I'm gonna show me here, I'm gonna flip the switch down. Okay, I'm gonna go back up to the helicopter there and I'm gonna do, right, return to home. All right, so here it comes. It's pretty close to where we took off from, right in front of us. Okay, well that's it. This is the Wolfbush Airwolf from StirlingKit, and yeah, so this is a really nice heli. So yeah, pick one up for yourself.